Alright, in this first question in this multiple choice paper, we have a function f of x equal to 2x cubed minus x squared plus hx minus 6, and it said that this could be expressed as f of x equal to 2x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 2 multiplied by x minus 3. What is the value of h? So we are going to expand the terms in the bracket and then equate it to the first f of x function with each of it and see what is the coefficient of x equal to. So this will be here 2x plus 1 being multiplied by x into x minus 3 by 2 into x minus 3. So we end up with 2x plus 1 multiplied by x squared minus 3x plus 2x subtract 6. So this is 2x into x squared subtract x subtract 6 by 1 into x squared subtract x subtract 6. 2x cubed subtract 2x squared subtract 12x plus x squared subtract x minus 6. So let us simplify further now. We end up with 2x cubed minus x squared minus 13x minus 6. So from this we can see that the coefficient of x, which is same value of h, is equal to negative 13. The other question gives us a fraction 1 over x plus 3 over x squared minus 9, and when we express this as a single fraction, what is the result? 1 over x plus 3, so I'm writing it now, 1 over x plus 3 plus 3 divided, and I'm going to write x squared minus 9 as a difference of 2 squared, x plus 3 multiplied by x minus 3. So the LCM of these two fractions, x minus 3 by x plus 3. So if I have that LCM here, which is x plus 3 by x minus 3, then the first term is going to be x minus 3 plus 3 over x plus 3 by x minus 3, just simply be 3. So I'll end up with x divided by x squared minus 9. My solution for that is E. Next question, question 3. I'm not close here. And we have graphs, 4 graphs to be exact. Right, and the question is, which of the following graph best represents f of x is equal to x multiplied by 1 minus x? Now I'm going to check to see if the graph is a maximum or a minimum. So f of x, expanding the bracket now, f of x equal to x subtract x squared. So x is negative, so my graph is a maximum graph. So that my answer choices are either B or D. Now where does the graph cut the x-axis? So that means that f of x or y is equal to 0, x multiplied by 1 minus x is equal to 0. So that means that x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. And which one of these graphs has the graph cutting at 0 and 1? and the answer will be B. So my answer choice in this case is B. Next one, given that f of x equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Now this function here is in the form of the quadratic expression here, ax squared plus bx plus c. F of x can be expressed in the form, and this here is like when you're completing the square, right, where h is equal to b over 2a and k is equal to 4ac minus b squared all over 4a. When the expression is written in the form a into x plus h squared plus k, right? So which one of these fit this profile given? And when we examine each one, we see that the last answer here, which is D, fits that profile. This one has 4ac minus 4a squared, which is not similar to D there. Right, question 5 now. A quadratic equation is such that the sum of its roots is negative 2/3 and the product of its roots is 3/4. The quadratic equation is given by, now let's see, the product of its roots and the sum of the roots. Sum of the roots, the is given as alpha plus beta is equal to negative 2/3, and the product of its roots, which is normally written as alpha beta, is equal to 3/4. Right, and we know that the general formula is x squared subtract sum of roots by x plus the product of the roots. Product of roots, and this is equal to 0. Let us put in the values now. X squared, well, minus 2/3 is x squared plus 2/3 of x plus 3/4 is equal to 0. Simplifying further, now we end up with 12 x squared plus 4 by 3 12, so 4 by 2 8x plus 3 3s are 9 is equal to 0. And the answer choices given that fits this is answer E. Question 6 now. The range of values for which x squared subtract 7x plus 10 is less than 0 is, now I'm going to factorize x squared subtract 7x plus 10, and when I factorize this, what I'm going to end up getting, 5 times 2 is 10, minus 5 minus 2 minus 7, so x squared minus 5x subtract 2x plus 10 is less than 0. So x into x minus 5, x minus 5 is written again, minus 2 less than 10. That means that x minus 2 by x minus 5 is less than 0. So my critical values are 2 and 5. Let's draw this quick sketch here. Right, so this here, seeing that x, the coefficient of x squared is positive, it will be a minimum curve. And if this here is 2 and this is 5, then the portion of the graph that is negative, that is the portion of the graph that is under the x-axis, is from 2 to 5. So my answer choice here would be B. Next question here. The set of values of x for which 2x plus 1 divided by x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0 is, and we have 4 answer choices there. Now what we do here is we multiply both sides by x minus 1 to be squared. So x minus 1 to be squared by 2x plus 1 over x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0 multiplied by x minus 1 to be squared, and from this I end up with x minus 1 multiplied by 2x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. So my critical values are x is equal to 1 and x is equal to negative 1/2. Drawing a graph to show this now. This is negative 1/2 and this is 1. We want to get the values for x being positive, so that's on this side and this side above the x-axis, as this region here. So we're looking for values of x being less than or equal to negative 1/2 and x being greater than or equal to 1, and my answer here would be D. Question 8. If f of x is equal to 1/8 x cubed, right, x is a member of the set of real numbers, and negative 2 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 4, then which one of the following answer choices is correct? F of x is equal to 1/8 x cubed, and x is a member of the set of real numbers between negative 2 to 4. Alright, so let us see here. When x is equal to negative 2, right, when x is equal to negative 2, f of x is equal to 1/8 multiplied by negative 2 to be cubed is equal to 1, negative 1. And when x is equal to 4, f of x is equal to 1/8 by negative 4, well, positive 4 to be cubed, it is equal to 4 times 4, 16, 16 times 4, 64, 64 divided by 8 will give me 8. So I have this section here. When I substitute this value, I got minus 1. When I substitute this value, I got 8. So I'm looking for a value that has negative 1 is less than or equal to f of x is less than or equal to 8, and answer for that would be C. Okay, number 8. The functions f and g are defined by f is such that x is mapped on to 2x minus 5, and g is such that x is mapped onto 4 plus 3 divided by x. X is not equal to 0. The composite function g of f is defined by which one of the following? Now f of x, g of f is given by 4 plus 3 divided by x. So g of f would be 4 plus 3 divided by 2x subtract 5. When we examine the answer here, we realize that this has to be further simplified. So I end up with 4 by 2x minus 5 plus 3 divided by 2x minus 5. Simplifying further, we'll get 8x minus 20 plus 3 divided by 2x minus 5. 8x subtract 17 over 2x minus 5 is equal to gf of x. So answer choice C. Question 10. Which of the following graph is a function? And to find out which graph is a function, there's something called the vertical line test. That says that the graph needs to cut at one point, right? That vertical line test. If it cuts at more than 1 point, is not a function. So in this case, it cuts at this point here and over here, so not a function. This one cuts at 2, not a function. This one here cuts at infinite points because they're straight lines, so it's not a function. Right, so this one here passes the test, it cuts at only 1 point, so this is a function.